All right. Series 2, Episode 2 of Doctor Who. Let's get into it. This feels like I'm watching like some biblical movie.
We want only one thing. This house.
You want the house?
Is that all?
If you won't stand aside, and we'll take it by force.
And by what power?
The fist of man.
That was kind of a weird, cheesy shot. This is cool, though. Just that first shot was weird. I have no idea what's happening right now. None of this makes any sense. Okay. We're going full, like, what is it? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or whatever? Never seen it. I think that's what it's called. And isn't it about this kind of stuff? The costumes and the setting for the people who live at this place are so different from these guys. And then the way it's filmed, it's all pretty jarring. I have no idea what's happening.
Father, answer me. What's in there?
May God forgive me.
Okay.
Hold on tight.
They should put some pads down on the floor.
China invades Vietnam.
Yeah, you're not in 1979.
Love that film.
Just guessing.
And I like my thumb. I need my thumb. I'm very attached to my thumb.
Oh.
1879. Same difference.
You'll explain your presence.
Yeah.
And the nakedness of this girl.
Are we in Scotland?
How can you be ignorant of that?
Oh, I'm dazed and confused. I've been chasing this wee naked child over hill and over dale. Isn't that right, yeah? Timorous beastie.
Oh, Guy, I've been oot in a boot.
No, don't do that.
Hoots, mon.
No, really don't. Might I introduce Her Majesty Queen Victoria, Empress of India and Defender of the Faith. We just met Queen Victoria.
I know.
What a laugh.
She was just sitting there.
Like a stump.
I already like this one better. Well, one, anything that takes place in Scotland, I'm just automatically all in on, so.
It's treason. Then your wife will suffer the consequences.
And this is charming, if rustic. It's my first visit to this house. My late husband spoke of it often. The Torchwood estate. Now, shall we go inside? Please excuse the naked girl.
Sorry.
She's a feral child.
Thinks he's funny, but I'm so not amused. What do you think, Mum?
It hardly matters. Shall we proceed?
Magazine and Ramsey, you will escort the property. Hurry
You're
up.
blending right in. Oh, so they're all still alive. I just assumed they'd be killed. She's really pretty. That's what was in there?
This, I take it, is the famous Endeavour.
It's a bit rubbish. How many prisms has it got? Way too many. The magnification's gone right over the top. That's a stupid kind of... Am I being rude again?
Yep.
But it's pretty. It's very pretty.
And the imagination of it should be applauded.
Isn't that a bit fanciful? Could easily not be amused or something. No?
She's trying
Mr.
real
Weiss
hard.
surveys the infinite work of God. What could be finer?
His face there.
When Albert was told about your local wolf, he was transported.
So what's this wolf then?
It's just a story.
Then tell it.
It's said... Excuse me, sir. Perhaps Her Majesty's party could repair to their rooms.
Yes, of course.
And then supper. We shall dine at 7 and talk some more of this wolf. After all, there is a full moon tonight.
So there is, Mom.
I'm really liking this episode so far. A lot of things about it. Wasn't expecting that.
There's more people arrived downstairs, soldiers and everything. They can help us. I promise.
Well, there are a lot The shots in this are different from some of the other episodes. I wonder. I don't know anything about like the directors, different directors and stuff. So
He's not dead.
there are a lot
He must be drugged or something.
more close-up shots, a lot more moving shots, which is good. It builds like tension.
Want to lead her?
Oh, that's all right. Save her a wee bit of ham.
The feral child could probably eat it raw.
Very wise, ma'am. Very witty.
I know him from somewhere. This is driving me nuts.
Since my husband's death, I find myself with more of a taste for supernatural fiction.
You must miss him.
Very much.
Supernatural.
Don't make a sound. They said if we scream or shout, then he will slaughter us. But he's in a cage. He's a prisoner. He's the same as us.
Well, I don't know what that means in Doctor Who, but in Supernatural, it means they're a demon.
What planet are you from?
Intelligence.
Where were you born?
10 miles away, a weakling, heartsick boy. I carved out his soul and sat in his heart.
Are there descriptions of the creature?
Oh, yes, Doctor.
So the body's human. What about you?
So far from home.
If you want to get back home, we can help.
Why would I leave this place? A world of industry, of workforce and warfare. I would migrate to the Holy Monarch.
You mean Queen Victoria?
And then it begins, the Empire of the Wolf.
What is it with wolves on this show?
Look, inside your eyes, you've seen it too.
Seen what?
The wolf, there is something of the wolf about you.
It's a really neat shot. They did a good job with that.
There's a monastery in the Glen of St. Catherine. The brethren opposed my father's investigations. What if they had a different reason for wanting the story kept quiet?
And what if they were with us right now?
That's pretty good, I feel like, for the budget that the show probably had to do that. Now what? 'Cause I don't feel like you're going to be able to outrun this thing. Maybe admire it later. I mean, it's wide open that way. I feel like it's going to start running at him.
The battle's done. There's no creature on God's earth could survive such an assault.
No, so you're going to die.
I will sleep well tonight with that thing's hide upon my wall.
Can I come get him right now?
Crawl the way to death.
There's nothing we can do!
It's your own fault.
Excuse my manners, ma'am, but I shall go first, the better to assist Her Majesty's egress.
A noble sentiment, my Sir Walter Raleigh.
Yeah, any chance you could hurry up?
I was going to say, yeah, they're out there.
What do we do?
We run.
Is that it?
You got any silver bullets?
Not on me, no.
There we are then, we run. Your Majesty, as a doctor, I recommend a vigorous jog. Good for the health.
The aesthetic of this episode is amazing. I love it.
Doctor, you stand as Her Majesty's protector. And you, Sir Robert, you're a traitor to the crown.
Bullets can't stop it.
They'll buy you time, now run!
So I feel like whatever she has is going to be the thing that saves them.
It's gone.
No, it's not.
Is this the only door?
Yes.
No!
No. I am on edge right now, but in a good way. Listening to this part with headphones is really cool, by the way.
I don't understand. What's stopping it? I tell you what, though.
What?
Werewolf.
I know. You're right.
Okay, yeah.
It's all my fault. I should have sent you away.
He
I
tried.
tried to suggest something was wrong. I
Yeah.
thought you might notice.
I tell you what, though, Mum, I bet you're not amused now.
Do you think this funny?
No, I'm sorry.
What exactly is that creature?
You'd call it a werewolf, but technically it's more of a lupine wavelength hemiveriform.
And should I trust you, sir?
Sure.
You who change your voice so easily? What happened to your accent?
Oh, yeah. About that.
Right. Sorry.
I'll not have it. No, sir. Not you. Not that thing.
I wonder. Viscum album, the oil of the mistletoe. It's been worked into the wood like a varnish. How clever was your dad? I love him! The monks need a way of controlling the wolf. Maybe they trained it to react against certain things.
Nevertheless,
I was gonna say, that's weird. I've never heard of
we
mistletoe.
still don't possess an actual weapon.
Werewolf lore.
Your father got all the brains, didn't he?
Being rude again.
Good. I meant that one. You want weapons? We're in a library. Books! Best weapons in the world.
If I am to die here, I ask only that you find some place of safekeeping for something far older and more precious than myself.
So we're gonna find out.
But there is nothing more valuable than this.
Is that the Kohinoor?
The greatest diamond in the world.
Was not expecting that.
It is said that whoever owns it must surely die.
Well, that's true of anything if you wait long enough. Can I?
Fair point.
Prince Albert kept on having the Kohinoor cut down. Used to be 40% bigger than this, but he was never happy. Kept on cutting and cutting. Oh, yes! There's a lot of unfinished business in this house. His father's research, and your husband, Mum, he came here, and he sought the perfect diamond. Hold on. Oh, hold on. All these separate things, they're not separate at all, they're connected. Oh, my head, my head! What if this house is a trap for you? Is that right, Mum?
Obviously.
At least that's what the wolf intended. But what if there's a trap inside the trap? That wolf I just need time. Is there any way of barricading this?
Do your work and I'll defend it.
If we could bind them shut with rope or something.
I said I'll find you time, sir.
Come on. Your Majesty, the diamond.
For what purpose?
The purpose it was designed.
It needs to go into the thing. It needed to fit inside the thing, whatever it is. I mean, it looks like a telescope, but I don't think that's what it is.
I said this thing doesn't work.
It doesn't work as a telescope, because that's not what it is. It's a light chamber. It magnifies the light like a weapon.
Moonlight. The wolf needs moonlight. It's made by moonlight.
You're 70% water, you can still drown. Come on!
Makes sense. I mean, at least that part did. About the water. It's maybe not make sense, but good point. I liked that. That was a good effect.
Did it bite you?
No, it's a cut, that's all.
If that thing bit you...
It was a splinter of wood when the door came apart. It's nothing.
Let me see.
It is nothing. By the power invested in me by the church and the state, I dub thee Sir Doctor of TARDIS.
I think your husband cut that diamond to save your life. He's protecting you even now, Mum, from beyond the grave.
Indeed. Then you may think on this also, that I am not amused. Yes. Not remotely amused. And henceforth, I banish you.
I'm sorry?
I have rewarded you, Sir Doctor. And now you're exiled from this empire, never to return.
That took a turn. So I feel like it's the wolf doing that to keep them away.
No, but the funny thing is, Queen Victoria actually did suffer a mutation of the blood, but it's always been a mystery because she didn't inherit it.
What, and you're saying that's a wolf bite?
Well, maybe haemophilia is just a Victorian euphemism.
For werewolf?
His shoes with that suit.
Queen Victoria's a werewolf?
Could be. And her children have the royal disease.
So the royal family are werewolves?
Well, maybe not yet. I mean, a single wolf cell could take 100 years to mature.
And if you think about it, they're very private. They plan everything in advance. They can schedule themselves around the moon. We'd never know. And they like hunting. They love blood sports. Oh my God, they're werewolves!
Oh, it's not done. I thought that was going to be the end of the episode.
Your husband's sacrifice. The ingenuity of his father. They will live
So this
on.
is the start of Torchwood.
I propose an institute. I would call it Torchwood. The Torchwood Institute. And if this doctor should return, then he should beware. Because Torchwood will be waiting.
Okay. Thoroughly enjoyed that episode. So much more than the first one. Or I should say, the last one. The first official one of the series. No, I really liked a lot about that episode. Which I commented on a lot during it, so I'm not going to go into it here too much because one, I've already said a lot of stuff, but two, I'll cover it in the mid-series thoughts video for the series because there will be more things that come up for sure. I am curious about the director of this episode, though, and if they've directed other episodes. This did kind of give me... This gave me a little bit of Series 1, Episode 3 vibes, The Unquiet Dead, and this gave me a little bit of Empty Child, which I'm not saying that they're the same director. It's just it was kind of that same style of an episode where there's like a little bit of a creepy factor to it, a darker aesthetic. It like visually, like the colors and stuff are darker. I mean, other than like the red uniforms of the guard and were they monks? I'm not sure if I got that right. There wasn't really a whole lot of other color in this episode. And I feel like that was intentional and it worked really well, but it also kind of reminded me a little bit of those other episodes. So yeah, that was interesting. I love getting this little bit about like the foundation of Torchwood. So it seems clear because it was brought up in Christmas Invasion and it was brought up in this episode. Was it mentioned in the other one? I don't think it was. Torchwood has been brought up now. So I feel like Torchwood is going to be the running thing this series. And is that going to be who the doctor ends up having to go against? Which seems weird. If that's the case, that seems weird that there would be a spinoff about it. So maybe that's not the case. I really don't know. I don't know where this is going to go. And I'm excited to find out. So yeah, I was definitely the previous episode, totally not really all that into. But this one has gotten me right back into it. So really, really excited for the rest of this series now. All right, that's going to wrap up this video. If you are watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for your support. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch up with Patreon, who have seen this episode months ago, if they have been a member for that long, you can find the link to that in the description for this episode. And no matter where you're watching, I so appreciate you. And I hope to see you in another video.